The Simple Path to Wealth by J.L. Collins. Part 1, Why Money Matters. We grow up hearing many things about money. That it's complicated, that it's stressful, that it's something only rich people understand. But J.L. Collins, he whispers something different, something peaceful. He says, money is simple, and it can be your friend. You don't need to chase wealth. You don't need to be a genius. You just need to understand one truth. Money is a tool to buy freedom. Not just freedom to buy things, but the freedom to say no, to walk away from a toxic job, to spend time with your children, to travel, to sleep peacefully at night, to live on your own terms. That's the simple path. It's not about being flashy. It's not about having the best car. It's not about impressing others. It's about living life fully, without financial fear. But here's the thing, most of us, we're not taught this. We're taught to work hard, earn money, spend money, and then repeat until retirement or burnout, whichever comes first. But Collins says, there's another way, a peaceful way, a smarter way, a simpler way. Let's walk it together. Part 2, Escaping the Debt Trap. Debt is everywhere. It smiles at you with zero interest offers. It says, buy now, pay later. But then it tightens. It pulls. It owns you. J.L. Collins calls debt a trap disguised as freedom. Because when you are in debt, you're not working for your dreams. You're working for someone else. You're working for the bank. Credit cards, car loans, student debt, MS. They all seem small, but they add up. They grow. They control you. Collins doesn't shame you. He understands. But he urges you, get out as soon as you can. Make it your priority. He says, if you have debt, pay it off aggressively, relentlessly, like your life depends on it. Because in a way, it does. Freedom doesn't begin with wealth. It begins with zero debt. Part 3, The Power of Saving. Once you're free from debt, you breathe easier. But the real journey starts with saving. Collins says, your savings rate is your superpower. It's not about how much you earn. It's about how much you keep. You can earn a lot and still be broke. Or earn modestly and become wealthy. The key is consistency. Save 30%, maybe 40%. If you can, 50%. Even 10% is better than zero. Start where you are. Grow slowly. Saving isn't a punishment. It's a gift. To your future self. To your children. To your peace of mind. When you save, you buy time. You buy choice. You buy dignity. Part 4, The Magic of Investing Simply. Now comes the part people fear. Investing. So many terms. So many products. So much noise. But J.L. Collins, he cuts through the noise. And he smiles. Then he says, just invest in index funds. That's it. No secrets. No complexity. Just index funds. Why? Because they're low cost. Because they follow the whole market. Because the market always rises over time. Because it works. He doesn't ask you to pick stocks. Or time the market. Or follow trends. Just pick an index fund. Invest regularly. Leave it alone. The market will go up. It will go down. Sometimes sharply. But over time, it always grows. You don't need to outsmart the market. You need to stay in it. Patiently. Part 5, The VTSAX Strategy. If there's one word J.L. Collins swears by, it's VTSAX. Vanguard Total Stock Market Index Fund. It's a simple fund, but powerful. It holds every publicly traded company in the US. Big ones, small ones, everything. When the market grows, you grow. When you invest in VTSAX, you're not betting on a company. You are believing in the entire economy. And that's a smart bet. It's low cost. It's diverse. It's proven. And it's simple. He calls it the one fund to rule them all. Because it works. Again and again. Now you may ask, how much should I invest? As much as you can. Consistently. Every month. No matter what. And then, leave it. Let it grow. That's the magic. The simple path. Part 6, What to do when the market crashes. Markets go up. Markets go down. That's their nature. And yet, every time they fall, people panic. They sell. They worry. They run. But J.L. Collins says, don't panic. Stay calm. Because history tells a story. Crashes happen, but the market always recovers. In 2008, people lost their minds. sold everything, and missed the recovery. If they had just held on, they would have gained back far more. Collins says it clearly. You only lose money when you sell. So don't sell. Don't touch it. Ignore the noise. Breathe. In fact, keep investing. Yes, even when the market crashes. That's when you buy cheap. That's when wealth is quietly built. The market is like the seasons. There are winters, but spring always comes. Always. Trust the process. Stay the course, and you will win. Part 7: The Truth About Financial Advisors. This part may sting, but you deserve honesty. Not all financial advisors are your friend. Many don't work for your goals. They work for commissions. They sell products. They chase fees. J.L. Collins says, you are the best person to manage your money. Yes, you, because no one will care more than you. And with index funds like VTSAX, you don't need an expert. You don't need a fancy plan. You just need discipline. If you must use an advisor, pick a fee-only fiduciary. Someone legally bound to act in your best interest. But even then, learn enough to stay in control. Because blind trust is expensive. Knowledge is power, and you're smart enough to do this. Part 8: The FIRE Movement, Retire Early. There's a quiet revolution happening. People in their 30s, even 20s, retiring, not because they're rich, but because they followed the simple path. They saved 50% of their income, lived simply, invested consistently, stayed the course, and one day, they had enough. They reached FIRE, financial independence, retire early. But here's the catch: early retirement isn't about sitting around. It's about choosing your life. Working if you want, resting if you need, creating, traveling, helping others. It's about freedom, to live with meaning, not under pressure. And it's not a dream for other people. It's real, for anyone, even you. Just start. Start saving more. Start spending less. Start investing right. Time plus consistency equals freedom. Part 9: How to Start Today. So, what do you do now? J.L. Collins makes it clear. Start simple. Get out of debt. Make it your priority. Build an emergency fund. 3 to 6 months of expenses. Open a retirement account. Use a 401k or IRA if you can. Invest in VTSAX, a similar index fund. Do it monthly, automatically if possible. Increase your savings rate. Start with 10%, then go to 20%, 30%, or even 50%. Avoid lifestyle inflation. Don't upgrade everything. Stay grounded. Be patient. Don't check your account daily. Let it grow quietly. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need a lot of money. You just need to begin. Right now, today, and when it gets tough. Read this again. Feel this again. Breathe. And keep going. Part 10: The Real Wealth, Time, Peace, and Purpose. Collins doesn't just want you to be rich. He wants you to be free. Truly free. Because real wealth isn't the balance in your account. It's the calm in your heart. The time in your day. The choice in your hands. It's waking up without fear. It's walking without hurry. It's living without pressure. The simple path to wealth leads to a full life. A simple life. A powerful life. Not because you have more, but because you need less. Because you've taken control. Because you've made money your servant, not your master. This journey isn't glamorous, but it's beautiful, quiet, strong, and filled with meaning. You now have the map. The path is in front of you. Your feet are steady. Your heart is full. So go, live free, live simply, and build the life you truly want.